Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back, baby. We back with another highly underrated sports podcast. Yes, sir. We back, man. We back. Hey, as y'all can see, we down one man. Miguel not here, but we definitely got the boy J-Hoes in the building.
Man, what's happening, man? Hey, we see you, officer. We got you. We're going to hold you down.
Hey, man, you could have still came, bro. You could have told them you had an emergency or something, man. Emergency call or something like that, but it's cool.
You got real emergency calls right now.
We going to hold it down for you, man. Hey, man, but look, we got a very, very special episode for y'all, man. We got a very special guest on the show today. We're going to hold it down for Miguel while he going, because I know he salty he missed this one, man. But, man, look, you know, before we thirsty to get into it, so let me get y'all this sponsor information real quick. Let's jump right into that. Shout them out real quick, man, so we can get into it, man. Y'all already know, if you popcorn lovers like us,
for sure,
or even if you just want to try something new.
Yes, sir.
Man, What's Poppin' Popcorn, baby?
What's poppin'?
That's where it's at, man. What's Poppin' Popcorn? Based out of Las Vegas. If you're not in Vegas, no problem. You can still order your popcorn online. You can go to the website at What's Poppin' Vegas. As you can see on the TV screen, place your orders there. Everything you put in your cart, shipping will be included in that total. So what you see is what you pay. Will come to you delivered just as fresh as it was when it was popped. All kinds of flavors, a variety of flavors and sizes, man. You can order from. You can pick and choose, mix, match, do whatever you want to do, man. Perfect, man. And or if you old school, you want to call your order in by phone, that's fine too, man. You can call the owner herself, Jen at 331-218-9304. Again, that's 331-218-9304. What's poppin' Vegas? Make sure y'all go figure out what's poppin', man. For sure, man. Like we said though, man, we got a special episode, man. Special guest, man. We got our guy, Virginia Union quarterback, man, Keegan Mccormack-Reamer, man, in the building, man. Say what's up to the people, bro.
How y'all doing, man? Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir, man. Thank you for coming on. Man.
For sure, man. We know you on the East Coast time, too. You know what I'm saying? You're an hour ahead.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we appreciate your patience, man. It's our first time doing a Zoom interview like this. We usually get our people in person, man. But when we saw your highlights, saw your tape, man, we had to get you ASAP, however we could get you, bro. So we appreciate your patience, man, for sure, man. So, look, man, how you feeling tonight, man? How you doing, man? How's everything going, bro?
Man, I'm good. Camps just ended, so basically just finally get to relax. We got season coming up, game coming up next week, so just getting things tightened up now, getting ready.
Yes, sir. Game next week, man. That's big. That's big, man. Game next week, opening up against Morehouse. Hey, that's gonna be a big one, man. I love it, man. Hoes, you got something to say before we kick this off? I seen you looking like you had something you wanted to say.
The end of camp is usually a great celebration. You know what I'm saying? So when do you guys start school?
So we actually got to go in to get our classes tomorrow. We get them picked out, and then I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know when the actual first day of school is, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Oh man, you'll be all right, man. Right now, you just got to focus on week one.
Man, yeah, hey, just trying to stay alive out here, man. The heat is killing me.
For sure, you know the goal, go 1-0 every week.
I'm sorry, say that again?
I said, you know the goal, go 1-0 every week.
Exactly, yep. Hey, being from Detroit, this is the hottest I've ever been. So this is crazy.
Hey, man, listen, talk about that. I was going to go there a little later. Talk about that being from Detroit. Talk about that.
Man, we play in -10. I'm comfortable in, 20-degree weather. I'm comfortable in 30-degree weather. But once you start hitting 85 plus, I tend to want to stay inside. So it's a lot different. But the town here, like the city's way quieter than where I'm from, and it's just a nice little change of pace.
Nice,
man. I got a lot of family in Detroit, man. I'm out there often, bro. So that's dope, man. Dope news, man. So look, man, let's jump right into it. I want to kick it off by asking you this, bro. Talk about your sports background. You know what I mean? Like high school through college, playing football. Were you involved in any other sports? Were you always a quarterback? How did you become a quarterback? Things like that, man. Just give the people a little bit of background information on you.
Oh yeah, of course. So I only been a quarterback for like 3-4 years. And I say 3 or 4 because I don't really count the first year. It was kind of just me just being out there trying to do whatever Michael Vick did on his highlight tape. So basically, I was just trying to do whatever I could do. But no, I started off football in 8th grade. I really thought I was gonna be a baseball player just because I loved baseball. I couldn't hit, but I could pitch. But realized really quickly, pitching fastballs and keeping your elbow right it's a lot of work. So I didn't really see the future in that. Came across football one day and fell in love with it. I mean, it's really poetry in motion if you really look at it. So football it's an avenue to so many things. I mean, it's a brotherhood. I'm sure there's guys you played with or played against that today you can hit them up and be like, hey, if you ever needed anything, like let's say there might be a future employer, like it's a brotherhood. So if you take care of the game, it'll take care of you.
For sure.
Yeah, that's 100% facts, man. Me and Hosey, man, we played together in college. I met him in college. It's my brother, He's legit my brother. So it's definitely a brotherhood, man.
Yeah.
We understand. And for those people who don't look, we saw his highlights, right? And with you having a baseball background, saying that you could pitch, now it makes perfect sense because he can spin it. He can spin it. He can throw. I feel like he can make every throw on the field. Like watching his highlights, effortlessly, man, throwing the ball all over the field, doing his thing. Hey, skid, he got it. He's nice. So
it explains the arm angles.
Yep.
The flick of the wrist, being able to just.
Yep.
What's the furthest you've ever thrown? I'm interested after watching the highlights.
The furthest I ever threw was it would be an in practice throw. I think we were just doing a normal practice. I was late on a fade ball and I threw it. I think it went 75 in the air.
Sheesh.
So that's the furthest I've ever. I think that's as far as it would ever be. But yeah, that's the furthest I've ever gotten.
And you can see it. I feel like most quarterbacks with a pitcher's background, you guys just have that intangible, just being able to complete any ball from any point of the field at any angle.
Oh yeah. It's helped a lot. I mean, you see Mahomes doing a lot of these things nowadays, and it's I look at it and I'm like, well, shoot, I was trying those things out for fun in high school, so I'd like to I want to do it at that level too.
And you know what? It takes special coaches to just let you do that.
For sure.
Yeah. That's one thing I'll say about my coaches here. They're very they let me make checks at the line. Let me be myself. They don't want to robot a quarterback, and a lot of times that's how it is. But these guys let you just play.
Nice, man. Nice. So, all right, man. Me personally, like I'm an offensive lineman. I've only played the line my entire. I got a few snaps at tight end here and there in practice. Never in the game, bro. I've always been nice. I was nice at O-line, D-line in high school as well, but O-line was my thing. So I never knew what it was like to get the ball. Like I've asked my boy here and my other friends. I used to always ask him, like, man, how is it getting the ball? I've never had the ball unless it was on like a fumble recovery. So for you it's not funny, bro. Stop laughing, bro. Nah, but look, so with you being a quarterback, having the ball in your hands legit every play, I have to ask you, man, what is it like playing quarterback, like in your eyes? Like, what do you go through? I know it's the most important position. You have to know what everybody's doing around you, including the linemen, everybody. You have to know what everybody's doing. So, I mean, how is that, if you can explain it?
Man, it is tough to explain, but I'll say, at first it's nerve-wracking. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't extremely nervous probably the first play of, every game. But it goes away. After the first play, it's done. I think it's a good feeling knowing. I think a lot of quarterbacks are a little, you can call us kind of Madonnas a little bit, where you think the show's about us. So it's good to know that, like, every play, it rests where it falls on my shoulders. Like, the crowd's staring at us, whether it's a handoff or not. The coaches look at us to get things right. It's nice to be a coach on the field. And, what being in a huddle as an O-lineman, like, you wait on every single word the quarterback says. I mean, you don't even get the protection until we say it. So it's just nice to have that, have a group of people trust you, whether they be older than you, younger than you. like to see a team trusting you. That's the biggest part about it.
Nice, for sure. 100%. 100%. I love it.
And you talked about just having that trust from your teammates. Like, when did you develop that? When would you say you developed it?
Here I would say around week 2 of camp. Possibly week 1. I mean, they might tell you a little. They might say week 1. I say week 2, just because week 1. Some people who we're out there with nobody knows the playbook, so we're just playing backyard football essentially. Week 2 is when you know the playbook and we can really see who can do what in the system. And I think once people saw how I played and how I can work within the system, that kind of gained a lot of respect from my teammates.
All right. So overall, as far as an individual, when do you think you gained that level of confidence in yourself to be that general?
Oh man, that was depending on who you ask, they might say I'm a little overconfident at times, but I'd say high school. Definitely back in high school, my senior year, just kind of seeing how easy it felt to me. It kind of gave me the confidence of, okay, I belong in a bigger picture. Also, if we're talking about just college ball, it has to be against Delaware State. They kind of showed me that I belong in this league and in this conference.
Nice.
Okay, nice, man, nice. So look, I got a question for you. In your opinion, I know you, like you say, very confident, as you should be, especially when you're pulling the trigger. I would rather play with somebody who's 100% confident in their abilities than somebody who's 90% confident in their abilities. So that's a dope trait to have as a quarterback, man. I got to ask you, though. I have to ask you, what, in your opinion, is the best part of your game?
Easily arm strength and ability to make literally any throw. I mean, it's a commodity that people kind of overlook. A lot of people want to say it is very mental, but you can sometimes get yourself out of bad situations when the arm power is there or like the accuracy is there. So definitely the ability to make every throw.
For sure. So, hey, I know. For me, I've saw you. We've watched you make those throws. What's your favorite ball to throw? I know he has a rebuttal to what I asked you, but I got to throw that in real quick. What's your favorite ball to throw? What's your favorite route to throw?
Oh man, I love deep post for sure.
I knew.
Look! I already knew it. I knew
it. In my head, I had backside post.
Yeah, definitely. It's it's one of those things where they get right behind the safety.
Yep.
You just get to launch it and let the guy run under it. Yeah, nothing beats that.
If safety flat-footed, just throw it right over the top of him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Easy ball to complete, especially when you got arm talent like you. All right, so I'm gonna piggyback off of Cordell's question. What is your biggest underrated ability as a quarterback, or just as a football player in general?
You said the most underrated position in football?
No, your most underrated ability.
Oh, okay. I would say, I mean, I don't know if you guys still agree with this, but I think there's a stigma with black quarterbacks that we just, we have to run 4.4s, we have to run 4.3s, or else we're not going to be any good because mentally we can't make those reads. I think mentally I'm pretty good at making every read, necessary, like knowing what the defense is in before the ball snaps. I take a lot of pride in understanding coverage. So I think that's my most underrated attribute.
I like that answer.
I love that, bro. I love that answer, bro. Actually, being a quarterback, bro, being able to make your reads, and like you're right. You're right. They kind of label the black quarterbacks as runners, guys who have to, get out of the pocket and do their thing, and probably can't stay in the pocket and throw the ball, man. So yeah, being able to, I love it. I love it. But look, I wanna ask this: can you get out of that pocket and get out of there if you have to?
So all right. So listen, I'm 220. I run a 4.56. I feel like I can get out and move. So it's just that's not my go-to. I used to like watching Deshaun Watson at Clemson. He was masterful in the pocket.
Yep.
But if you ever tested him, he definitely took off. So That's kind of what I'd like to be like.
All right, this the real question, Cordell.
What is it? What is it? What is
that
it?
4.56? Is that laser or hand time?
All right, so I'm gonna be honest with you guys. It's a hand time, but I think it can't be too far off with laser.
Oh no, I'm still taking it. I'm still taking it
Oh,
because
yeah.
that means you ain't too far off of it. And at the end of the day, I think just as football fans, whether casual or diehard, I think we've seen enough 4.3s and 4.4s, and I think we've gotten spoiled and not understanding that 4.7 and under at 200 plus pounds is moving.
Moving for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That you're moving, and you 220, and anything within the 4.5, 4.6 range, you moving.
Man, I appreciate it. I wish, I think the first day of camp, a lot of the D linemen, they were asking if I played safety, and that was it was very weird.
Nah, let them know. No, I'm your QB1.
Yes, sir.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, man, listen, I we do our homework on this show, man, and obviously after we saw the film, and I'll be honest with you, bro, we get a lot of film in the DM, right? And sometimes it's good film, sometimes it's great film, sometimes it's mid film, sometimes it's not really, all right, cool. Sometimes it's trash. But
that wasn't nice.
No, I mean, I didn't say no names. So sometimes it's trash, right? As expected. But your film obviously amazing. So we do our homework. We saw your film, so we had to really do our research and found out obviously that you're a 2024 draft prospect. You on some boards, man. People are talking about you. Your name comes up, man. We saw the draft diamonds, everything that you did with those guys over there, man. We love it, man. So, hey, what does that feel like to know that teams are actually looking at you, bro? What does that feel like?
Man, hearing you say that, like, it's still a heavy feeling on my chest. Like, it's like one of those, it's like your dad telling you he's proud of you. You know what I'm saying? It's really crazy. I haven't had a chance to sit in it yet and just like take a step back, just because you guys know football is year round. You have off-season work. You don't have time to sit in your accomplishments, but it's gonna hit me one day, and it feels amazing. Honestly, it feels amazing.
Nice, man. Nice, and hey, congratulations. Obviously, we wish you the best, man. We expect to see you there for sure. Bro.
Man, I appreciate you, man. Hopefully that's what God's got for me.
No, I think you handling everything the right way. I mean, I know we talked a little earlier before we hit record and just talking about that journey. It's been a long road to get to this point.
Man, it's been an excruciating road. Yeah.
So now, how does it feel? It got to feel like a weight's just been lifted off your shoulder, where now all those dark nights, them dark times, it's all making sense now.
For sure. Like, I mean, seeing this year's draft, like quarterbacks that are coming out in this draft, the Caleb Williams and the Drake guy from North Carolina, like seeing all that.
Drake May.
To be on the same like boards and being in the same, maybe not the same conversation, but the same draft as them. That to me, I mean, that's an accomplishment. I've only been a quarterback for 3 to 4 years, so to be in the same conversation as people who've been doing this at a high level for a long time, I just got to thank God. It's amazing.
And let's be real, physically, very comparable. You're very comparable to those two guys you just named.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So that's big. That's big. Just knowing your journey and now your name is ringing that same bell. That's dope, bro.
Man, thank you. Yeah, hopefully, just having guys in my corner. I think what a lot of young players understand is like when you walk into a room or when you're at practice, shake hands with everybody, not just the players, but you never know who's watching. Yep. And that kind of it kind of goes into like who I've met along the way. You just never know who's watching, so just put your best foot forward. And one game to change your life.
1,000%.
Yeah, 100%, man, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
So look, I know during the process of us getting to know you a little bit better, we found out that you actually threw for a destroying at his one-on-ones. That obviously, man, huge deal. My son loves every night. My son's a football player as well, man. He watches every night. I was up last night till about like 2 a.m. watching a couple of the new ones that I missed out on. And you actually threw there, bro. You actually threw for him at the one-on-one tournaments, whatever you want to call them. They throw in for catching them one-on-ones for $10,000 every time he do a show. How was that? How was that experience, man? How was that experience? And then even getting to meet Destroying and getting linked up with him, man. Tell us about that. How did that even happen?
Man, so I'm from Detroit. Did an event up at Wayne State in Detroit, and I was coming out there throwing, and never expected to, be noticed, or never expected him to like really want to keep this thing going, and just threw, and I think it was one of the people he brings with him. He's like, hey, you need to go talk to String. So I'm throwing. I threw him from Destroying right after. He said, yeah, you're in. Threw at the event, the crowd, the people, they loved me. He liked how I threw, and he just rolled from there. And just meeting him, the people who he's put me in front of, the conversations who I've been put in because of him, and just a lot of the people I've met because of him, man. I'm eternally grateful to that man. I mean, he's done a lot for me. He probably doesn't even know it, to be honest.
Nice. Super nice.
Do you think, especially like just building that relationship with Destroying, I think you guys got a lot of similarities as far as like just the journey he's taken to get to where he's at, and then the journey you've taken to get to where you're at. I feel like sometimes, man, things just happen for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. You meet people along the way. God's always going to put somebody in your path that you need to meet. And it definitely came at the right time.
That's what's up, man. I did have another question. What was my question was, all right, we talked about earlier, before we hit record, I'm just finna break the fourth wall. You know what I'm saying? We talked about transfer portal, and you guys bringing in a lot of guys over there at your university. How's that gelling process been throughout the summer and fall camp?
I think it's been going pretty well. The first day everybody talks about who they were and where they're from, and you get that out the system. And our coach does a great job of like egos are left at the door, and I mean it shows in practice. So we got, like I said, we got a lot of guys, Division I transfers that I'm excited to see, but they're fighting for playing time. So coach doesn't really care who you are, where you're from. If you can play and get the job done, you're going to get it done. And he's humbled a lot of people, myself included. So it'll help out. I think we're going to look great. I think it's going to look like we've been playing together for 4 years.
Man, that's the plan. I think it's a team game, and I think with you getting the level of notoriety that you're getting, it can help everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. I have a couple pro days after the season, and I told some of my receivers, like, I don't want to throw with the receivers that are at that school. I want to take my receivers to give, even the freshmen to see, like, what is a pro day like? Like, give them that opportunity just because you got to give back. That's the biggest thing. You got to give back in some type of way.
Man, I'm glad you're talking like that, man. Paying it forward is what it's all about.
So I heard you mention your pro day, right? So, let us know when is the pro day? Where will you be working out at?
So my offensive coordinator came from Richmond University, the Spiders, and so they're I think they're an FCS school. I have a pro day out there with them, and I have a pro day at Liberty University. And then depending upon how the season goes, I might be able to secure a couple more back home in Michigan. But for sure Liberty and for sure Richmond. And I don't know what day their pro days are, but I know it's just because their season ends after ours. But I've already got the invite and got things secured there. So
for sure, hey, and one thing I can tell you, I can promise you, I know I'll be looking around for it, but he will find the footage for sure. He'll
1,000.
be watching. He'll be sending me. If I can't find it, he's gonna send me the link. This man right here, man, he's pro day king. Pro day king. He's tapped in with all the pro days, man. So that's super impressive, man. And we wish you the best of luck with those pro days. So before this season kicks off, right? I got one question for you. And even with your pro days coming up and things like that, it's a big season. What's one thing that you would want NFL teams to know about you?
I think they should know it's not about the size of where you came from. It's not about any of that. I think it's more about does somebody just win? Can they win? And also, can they learn new playbooks and make it look like they didn't just learn a new playbook? This is probably my third new playbook, and I mean, as you guys saw in the film, like it doesn't really look like I'm learning out there. It looks like this is something I've been doing for a while. So I just want them to know that they're getting a great kid at quarterback, someone who can lead a franchise, someone who can push whoever's there right now to either be better or take their spot. Someone with a lot of confidence and someone who can just execute.
I love it. And I can tell just from talking with you and your answers, man, to these questions, bro, you are a very intelligent young man, and that's very, very impressive. Obviously, we expect that from our athletes, but it seems like as far as I can tell that what you have off the field you have it on the field as well. Like I can tell you're just as calm, you're just as relaxed. You know what you're doing. Like I can tell you believe in what you're doing and what in the product you're putting out there. And I can tell that if other players, your teammates are uncomfortable, they don't have a problem with coming to you and letting you know, like, hey, I don't know what I'm supposed to do right here. Can you help me? Or I can just tell just based off of what we've been talking about and just your responses to these questions, man. And those are great traits to have, man, if you plan on playing at the next level for sure, man. So I'm sure you're extremely coachable and everything, man. So that's dope, bro, for real.
Thank you, man. Yeah, they definitely had to help. You get freshmen, wide receivers that don't really know the plays yet, such as a lot of them. We hold meetings. They'll come to my place. We'll go over plays as long as it takes. They typically do come to me, and I look at that as like it's kind of like being named the captain. It means a lot to have people actually come to you and trust you with all that. So,
100%, 100%.
I got a question. You are on draft boards, and there's scouts for every team, no matter what school it is. Has any scout showed up at camp?
Not yet.
Okay.
I haven't seen too much, and if they have, I haven't seen them. But I think it's coming. In due time. It's being a small school. I mean, you guys cover small schools. You guys know exactly how this goes. You have to be almost perfect, and then you have to give them a reason to get off their couch and come down and see you. So
true.
I think it'll come.
I think so too. I think it's early in camp, like you say. You already know the early in camp they hitting the big boys. The Power Fives, the Group of Fives, all that. But I think if you can perform anywhere near and above what we seen on film, they coming, for real.
Like prime.
Man, thank you.
I'm trying to tell you. Okay, I got a question. I'm going to piggyback off of that. As an individual and as a team, what's the ceiling?
You said what's the what?
What's the ceiling for you all, for you as an individual and for y'all as a team?
I'm sorry, it cut out one more time.
My fault. What's the ceiling for you as an individual and for you all as a team?
I say as a team, the ceiling is definitely a bowl game. We play a lot of Division I schools. We play a lot of very good competition, but I can only see it being a bowl game. We just have too many athletes on the field on offense. Defense looks really good. D-line looks amazing. We got a lot of good players, and I think the ceiling as a team is definitely a bowl game. Shooting for undefeated, so that's what we're looking at. But as for my individual ceiling, I don't know. I don't even know if I've scratched the surface as to like me playing quarterback yet. Because I've only been in for 3 to 4 years. I think I have a very high ceiling, and I'm still learning a lot. Still trying to figure out, there's still things I don't know that I'm trying to figure out. And I think once I do that, it'll be the sky's the limit.
Well, I'm going to speak it into existence. I'm a high school coach, and I always tell my guys, if they go FCS and below, ball out, get you an invite to the Senior Bowl.
Yep.
Get that invite to the Senior Bowl, you already know what it is.
Hey, you're good. You're good from there on out. It's on you. All you got to do is
Facts.
just show out once you get that invite.
Nice, man. So look, I want to kind of change the pace real quick, man. Just me. That's what I like to do on the show. So I want to ask you this: outside of football, what are some things you enjoy doing?
So I don't really do too much besides football. I would say violin. Violin is
Nice.
what I've done. I've been in orchestra since like 7th grade. So that's all I really do. You know, play Madden once or twice, but I haven't really had much time for that.
For sure. That's what I thought. I thought the answer would be Madden. You know, because I play Madden, and did the typical. You know, I play Madden 2K and all of that. But man, no, that's impressive, man. Violin, that's impressive, man. So to kind of rebuttal off that question, like violin. So coming back from a long, like you said, camp just ended. Even a long day of practice, or even just a long day of school and practice. Playing the violin, is that like a relief for you? Like, does it help you clear your mind or anything like that?
Oh yeah, it's like an escape. I mean, you get to not look at huddle all day, not watch film all day, not just get out. You don't feel like leaving the house after camp. Typically, your legs are tired, your arms are sore. So just sitting in the house listening to that kind of music, just classical, relaxing music. It might be different, compared to what people would think just being from Detroit, but that's kind of what I like to do.
Hey man, in order to stand out, you have to be different, bro. So
1,000%.
man, that is amazing. I love it, bro. That's amazing, man, for sure.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna piggyback off your question again. I know reading musical is super difficult. Like, it's very structured. So do you think that structure and that discipline has helped you as you develop as a quarterback?
Oh yeah, it definitely has. I mean, you gotta. It's more the calming piece. Like when you're in that pocket and you can hear everything around you. You just gotta understand, like you gotta keep your cool. You can tell when quarterbacks are a little bit uncomfortable in the pocket, and that's something I never really wanted to give off. So coming home and being able to listen to that kind of music and like just understand the discipline of like putting your finger on the right string and making it come out perfect. That's the perfectionist piece is what I like.
Nice. I'm gonna join you. A little curveball.
Okay.
All right, you're from Detroit. Hey, Michigan or Michigan State?
Oh, Michigan all day. Michigan State's terrible. That's terrible.
I'm sad. I'm sad to hear that. Sad to hear. I'm an Ohio State fan. I'm sad to hear that. Oh.
Now we beat y'all the last 3 years.
2?
Two. I'm getting a little happy too.
2 out of how many? About 2-15 right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But hey,
yeah.
but y'all spanked us last year. I can't say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nice.
I don't know how sustainable that is. I'm not really a big Harbaugh fan, but we'll see how it goes.
Hey, no argument here.
Hey, look, so real quick. This is my last football. Well, it's not my last. It's my last football question, man. I'm kind of out at this point, but look, I want to ask you this: who's your favorite NFL team?
Man, Detroit Lions. It's a city. It's the home for me, man.
I get it.
It's amazing. I don't know what I'm even talking about. The Blues amazing. We just got to go get a quarterback. Hopefully, I can be that quarterback. But I think we're a great city.
They're in need.
Speak it into existence.
You know, me and my boy Hose, we Jacksonville Jaguar fans over here.
Chill
man.
out.
Me and him Jaguar fans.
Y'all talking about Detroit? Y'all talking about Detroit as Jaguar?
It's okay. Y'all spanked us. No, I'm a Jags fan. He not a Jags fan. I'm just talking. But y'all spanked us last season. That's cool. We gotta get back in the preseason. I know you gonna say it don't count, but it counts to me. Cause y'all did it, and I got a lot of family in Detroit, so my phone was going crazy that whole game, man. Y'all spanked us, man. I really like what the Lions are doing, though, man. I'm not gonna hate. I like what the Lions are doing this season, bro. I had to ask, man. So it's great that you stuck with your hometown team, because we're from Chicago. I hate the Bears, bro. I like Justin Fields. I like a couple players, but I don't like the Bears, bro. Don't like him, man.
Yeah, Justin Fields. I don't know how he is as a actor, but I love him as an athlete for sure.
100%, man. 100%. Got another one, bro?
That's what I got. Clearly, we coming to a close of the interview. I think what is there something about you? How would you describe yourself to people? You know what I'm saying? Tell people a little bit more about your story and describe your journey and where you're headed.
Man, so it kind of all started at like North Farmington High School, and I'll never forget it just because that's the school that first showed me, football is kind of you got politics in football, and so just understanding, having it from going from a coach who believes in me my freshman year, Coach Tyndall, to then a coach who plays his son, at quarterback. It's just it's a lot of it taught me a lot. But they also put me at safety, receiver, kick return, things like that. So that taught me the game from different areas. And I think that made me a better quarterback because I know what a safety is looking for, or what a corner is looking for. So God had a funny way of showing me that I needed that knowledge. But yeah, no, I think the story it's a long story. It started there, and basically got 80 points put on me my freshman year of college against Bethune-Cookman. Got flat out embarrassed in front of family and friends on ESPN2. And, that was the turning point. That was kind of when I was like, okay, you're not the man anymore. You're not, this isn't high school. You can't weigh 175 pounds. You got to get big. You got to understand what weight room really means. And, you got to put in film hours. You got to do things different. So that kind of changed me, and just the whole state of Michigan, just from doing destroying and stuff, they've been behind me. I know my city, Detroit, Farmington Hills, mostly has been behind me. So, I'm sure they can't wait to see the interview just to shout it out. But yeah, it's good having a city behind you that see the whole journey. So,
man, I feel like that's amazing. I feel like having that support, you going through the trials and the tribulations, and just the journey you've been through. You built for it tough, no pun intended.
100%, man. So look, I agree with everything bro said. That's amazing. So that leads to my last question for you. What advice would you give a kid that wants to be a quarterback, that wants to go to the next level, that wants to play in the NFL or even just play in college, bro? A kid that's inspired by your journey. What advice would you give to that kid?
I would tell them one game, 1 year can change your life. You don't have to be a 5-star, 3-star, 2-star. You don't have to have any stars. I came into it with 0 stars, and luckily somebody saw me throwing and said, all right, let's give that a chance. And, for the kids that are coming out who might not be getting a lot of playing time now, it's a long season. A lot of people don't make it through the season. Stay ready. For sure. You never know, when something bad is going to happen to the person in front of you, and you got to step up, and you got to step in and go crazy. So you just keep your head straight, and most importantly, grades. I didn't understand grades coming out of high school. I thought, I'm an athlete. I'm huge. I can run fast. They're going to take me. And Eastern Michigan showed me very quickly that that's not the case. So, that's just keep the grades right. Because after this, you need that degree. You need something to support your family with. So it's not always NFL or bust. I know people say that, like, I want to go fast. But at the end of the day, if there was, you can feed your mother another way.
Yes. Man, listen. I am highly impressed with you, young man.
Very.
I am highly impressed with you, man. You are a great, great, great person, man. And we wish you nothing but the best, man, on your journey. Congratulations on where you are at this point. Sky's the limit from here. We know this is just the beginning, but you are an amazing, amazing talent and an even more amazing person, man. Dope person, man. Tell the people where they can find you, like your IGs, your social media, everything like that.
Man, so don't do Twitter. Don't really do anything besides Instagram. But so you can follow me on Instagram. Yeah, I'm not a technology guy. I'm terrible at it. But Keegan _7 is my Instagram. And then that's basically it. If you want to find me, that's where everything's at.
Okay, and then I know you say you guys got a couple of nationally televised games this season. If you want to kind of throw those out there, just throw the opponents out so people can be on the lookout.
Yeah, so we got 2 nationally televised games. One is against Ep9. That's the Ep9 University. And then the other is against HUS. So, those are the 2 nationally televised games. Yeah, so we got, this upcoming week with ESPN3. We have Kennesaw State at the end of the season. I think that was just added in there, and they'll be on ESPN2. We got a couple more: Delaware State, ESPN Plus, and then we have HBC Network. HBC is like the passport, and that's for University of South Carolina something. I don't know. They're HBCUs. So yeah, those are some big games against some ranked opponents that I think we're gonna go in there and beat. So y'all should tune in.
Nice. Hold, you got anything else you want to say for you?
Hey, man, like you said, I'm very impressed. I'm happy for you, man, and I can't wait to see what it looks like at the end of the season. Looking forward to sitting down talking to you again.
I'm definitely gonna check in with you guys. I gotta let you know at the midway point. I'm gonna hit y'all up, let you know how it's going, and at the end, I'll get you the pro days and definitely things like that.
For sure, man. Let's do it.
For sure, man. And if you got any of your teammates you want to bring on with you, man, when you come back, hey, man, feel free, bro. Feel free. Open platform. We love doing things like this, man. This is our job to promote guys like you who we feel like should get that national spotlight, that attention that they deserve. We play small school ball, so we know how it is, bro. And man, hey, nothing but greatness from here for you, sir, man. We appreciate you for taking the time, man, to sit down with us, man, and talk to us, bro. We appreciate it for sure.
Man, I just want to appreciate you guys and even the guys behind the camera I know it took a lot to set this up. I know it took a lot to get this together. So just for everybody there, thank you guys. And thank you for giving me this platform because, this is invaluable, man. This is something that a lot more people need. So this is great.
We appreciate you. Hey, and the door's always open for you. Always open for you. Whenever you're ready, I'm gonna DM you after this, man. I'm gonna send you my personal contact information. We'll both send it to you, and then just hit us up, man. We're gonna check in on you, man, and see how things are going, man, throughout the season, man. We definitely appreciate this, man. This was huge, bro. This was huge, man. Hold, you got anything before we?
Hey, listen, man. I got my Doug Williams shirt on today. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of HBCU coaching, just dope, legendary players. So, do your thing, man. I'm saying? I'm trying to get your shirt one day, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, look, that means a lot. I'm trying to. It's hard out here, but I'm trying to.
Oh, nah, man. You're going to be all right, man. Just keep doing what you've been doing. That's why you where you at.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
For sure, man. For sure. Again, Keegan, thank you, Keegan. This is our guy, man. Keegan Mccormack-Reamer, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out.
Yes, sir.
Do not wait. I'm telling you, get a hold of him now because the price is going to go up, baby.
Yep.
Talented kid, even better young man. We wish you the best, man, this season with school and on the field, man. We wish you guys, the team, coaches, everybody, man. We pray that you guys have a healthy season, an amazing season, man. This was a dope interview, man. So, look, without any further ado, man, you guys tune into another highly underrated sports podcast. And please don't let it be the last. We out.
Check.
We are